Well, there you have it. I just lost all my money. All right, peeps, here's the scoop. I decided to get into the cryptocurrency world. Yes, sir. I'd say about 4 weeks ago, I ventured out one night as I was sitting on the couch and my wife was tired and I was watching a YouTube video about cryptocurrency. And I was like, what is this cryptocurrency thing all about? So just like many of the things I do, I jump head over heels, try to figure this whole thing out and jump in and throw some money at it. And so I was thinking, you know what? If people were going to ask me about my opinion on cryptocurrency, I might as well have an opinion. So that's what I did. I jumped in, and I'm going to tell you right now, it was probably the hardest thing to try to teach yourself I've had to do in a while. Because at 48 years old, you have to really kind of jump through all these different things. I had to learn what a wallet was. I had to learn what an exchange was. I had to learn how to buy Bitcoin and then transfer it over to another exchange. And then after it's in that exchange, you had to use that exchange to purchase whatever you're getting ready to purchase as far as a coin goes. And what is a coin? And how does an exchange work? I mean, it was deep. And my opinions have formed pretty strong over the last 4 weeks. And yes, as I just stated, all of the money and all the gains that I had made and all the happiness that I had occurred has now gone through the roof or through the floor and is gone. Well, I wouldn't say it's gone. I think I'm left with like $280. So let me explain what I think is happening in this lovely little world that we're in right now with cryptocurrency. It goes deep. I might need a drink here. Here is my opinion. You and I, or most of the viewership here, has never been taught anything about money. We go through basically grade school, nothing really about money except how to count money, dimes, nickels, quarters. You go through middle school area and really nothing really is taught about money. If you're happy and you're doing really well and you've got a little like allowance money and you put it in a little savings account because that's what your parents taught you to do, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't remember having that savings account, and then years go by and you might have $20 that got 1% interest over 20 years, which is stupid. But anyway, I digress. Then you get to high school and you're thinking, man, I'm going to learn about money. So you take what? A home economics class, or you take some sort of class on how to invest. No, that's wrong, because there is no class on how to invest. There is a class on how to balance a checkbook. But now, where we are now, who the hell uses a checkbook? Right? Nobody uses a checkbook. I can't think. I probably wrote 3 checks in all of 2017, which is nuts. And here we are in 2018 trying to figure out what is going on. I'm 48 years old. I'm looking at retirement down the road. What I was told when I got a job was that you could set up these retirement funds, and I was like, that wasn't for me, so I became an entrepreneur. But my wife, she's been blessed enough to work in some great places that set up retirement funds, and then we actually put money into this fund, and then some mysterious person or some mysterious place takes that money and they make it magically gain interest. That's what we've taught about money. See, so now here's what happens. Cryptocurrency comes out on the market. I saw it probably about, I want to say 5, 6, 7 years ago. By a 20-year-old kid. I was doing a presentation teaching him how to rake residual money while you sleep, which I think is the best money in the world, personally. And he said, well, there's something I'm doing I need you to look at. So I look at this Bitcoin thing. And at the time, I think Bitcoin was around $30 to $50 a coin. He goes, you need to buy some of these. It's the wave of the future. And I laughed. Now, see, that is not normally my nature. I usually look at everything and then I try to make an educated decision. But at that point in time in my life, I laughed. He had about 30 coins at the time. Now, 30 coins now, even with the Bitcoin ramping down a big old ramp and hitting back down to 9,000, even at $10,000 a coin, 30 coins would have been a good chunk of change, if you know what I mean. So, but he sold his coins because he lost faith in it too. Nobody actually sees those trends. Nobody actually understands what's really going to happen years down the road. But I never even gave it a shot. So here we are. I watched Bitcoin ramp up to $9,000 or $9,000 a coin about 4 weeks ago. So I decide I'm going to try this crypto thing. And so, yeah, I jump in. But then my mindset starts changing a little bit. See, I talk to people all the time about creating residual money and making memories and doing things with their family, things that I feel are important. But when you're talking about crypto, why is it taking off? Why did it ramp all the way up to $16,000 and $18,000 a coin? Why? What has been the driving force? And why all of a sudden are the governments against it? And I just started thinking, I was like, here's the reason why. Let's go back to your high school days when nobody taught us about money. And we got out and we got a job and we got real life educated when all of a sudden we had to pay bills, like the electric bill, your rent, your car payment, your insurance payment. All those bills come. And see, we're not putting money aside anymore. Baby boomers learned to do that because they went through something called the Great Depression. And they know what it's like to not have money. See, we are living in a society where money's going to come, or I have a credit card and I can get instant access to things, or I can take out a loan to pay this credit card off and you just juggle money around, or we run up big, massive student debt and then we just delay because we don't want to deal with that snowball that's building back here, or we'll make minimal payments. See, that's our education on money, and we become slaves to the debt. Wow, who knew? That's why people like Dave Ramsey are taking off and everything like that. But here's the psychological thing that's happening, I think, with many people. Many people that I talk to are asking because they know that I did the crypto thing. And so they ask me, well, where did you invest? And how did you set it up? And where did you do this? And here's the reason why, is that they saw the opportunity that they've watched people talking about, that they put a little money in and it turned into $10,000. And then their imagination goes, man, you know what I could do with $10,000? I could pay off this and this and this. So all of a sudden what happens is they look at crypto as their new lottery ticket, as their side hustle, as their opportunity to break through the bondage of the debt that they've been imposed upon themselves through the course of the years. Now, this is interesting because this is what's drove, I believe, the cryptocurrency trend, all the different coins. Now, don't get me wrong, I own probably about 10 coins. And a coin is actually, think of a coin as a stock in basically a mathematical equation, or basically your blockchain for a company that has an idea to solve something. And I'll give you an example. One of the coins that I own is called FUN, F-U-N, and it is a coin that is designed around online gaming or online gambling. So you can actually use this online gaming or gambling token to make money by gambling online. And that's a great thing, by all means. I mean, that's something that somebody wants to do. In my mind, I'm thinking there's a lot of people that gamble online. I am not one of them. But if I'm going to look at buying a coin, I'm thinking it has huge potential because it gets around all the government regulations of you can't do this here or there or this. You see what I'm saying? So that coin I think is like 6 or 8 cents a coin. Now I'm not telling you to go buy it because it is tanked horrendously. It ran up to like 15 cents a coin. Now it's back down to like 6. I've lost all the money in it, but I still own the coins, and it does have some sort of a value. But long story short, see, you invest in things that you think are going to do something big, because these 300 coins I might own could run to $2,000, $3,000, or $5,000 a coin. That's our thought process, right? Most people are just looking at it going, oh man, if I just had a little of this. So they're trying to figure out how I can put $10 or $20 or $50 into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin and get the huge payoff. The unfortunate part is that the governments are going to step in, and they have. Right now in Texas, they imposed a moratorium, basically shut down a company from operating a coin called BitConnect, shut them down in Texas, which then led to other states shutting them down in their states. And I had some BitConnect, and I simply watched my money fly away, about $200. And there's no way that nothing I could do. There was no way to stop it. I did not understand what that platform was. But honestly, if I'm looking back on it, that was a true Ponzi scheme. It was taking money in and paying interest to people. And see, people have all these ideas of scams and Ponzi schemes. This crypto world, man, there is nothing tangible. There's not really a company that you can research. There's nothing tangible there that you can grab onto. The whole market is completely, utterly speculation. I mean, the whole thing is speculation. You're speculating that you're going to buy a fund token and that it might go big, but then you remember, it's all funny money. Because even if it went to $50,000 a coin and I had 30 coins and I had $1.5 million in coins, I still have to get that to my bank account. See, the transfer process from that to transferring it to another currency, to transferring it back to another website, to selling that so it goes back to United States dollars, and then depositing it into my bank account that I can actually spend is horrendously difficult. And it has plenty of roadblocks. And countries now are like Japan and China and South Korea, they're now reevaluating if this is really something that they want in their economy. So we're going to see this huge, and then it'll probably resurge again because it's on the hopes and dreams of people wanting to participate that they can actually make it. They can actually make a difference. They can actually get out of the bondage situation. Now, let me give you another story. The reason we weren't educated in any kind of stocks or investing is because when we grew up, it was insanely difficult, right? And what stocks do you invest? And how big is the company? And all these wonderful things. Right now, peeps, if you want to, the easiest thing I'm going to tell you to do right now is there is an app that's called Robinhood. They should give me stock in this app because I've told this to so many people. It is 100% free, Robinhood. You just go to your Play Store or your Apple Tunes or whatever iTunes, I'm an Android person, but and download Robinhood on your phone. Here's the next step. You simply link your Robinhood app to your bank account, which is like, doesn't take long. I think you can even actually use like your debit card now. It takes literally like 2 minutes. Once those two are linked together, they give you a preliminary phase. I think you can maybe put $100 or $200 in or something until they verify it. But you have instant access at that moment that you could actually take $10, $20, $50, $100, $200. When you get verified, you could do thousands transferred right into your Robinhood account. Now, what does this do? At that moment, you can buy a stock. So now all of a sudden you're sitting around talking to somebody and they're talking about a new stock technology that's coming out. The one that I'm working with the blue sign is a fabulous penny stock that we're using. But the fact is within 5 minutes, maybe 10, you could be purchasing that stock and have it right on your phone. Now it's going to do all the same things. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. But you invest in something that is real. What I mean by that is that it's a real company that has to do profit and losses, that has to show, that generally have employees, that go by government regulations. It's actually companies like Rite Aid, Walmart, Ford, GM. I mean, you can take stocks from penny stocks that have, if you want to do cryptos, that's to me is a penny stock. If you want to do that and have that thrill of riding high real fast and riding low real fast, that would be penny stocks. And I invest in those all the time. The fact is that it is so fast, it's so easy, and it's safe versus taking this money, investing it into a cryptocurrency that has no stinking value whatsoever to people that you have no idea who they are in other countries that you have no idea if they're going to close, which that's what just happened to me, and I lose $300 overnight. Now, it's not like I have thousands of dollars. I'm not putting my family's well-being at risk. I have gone through a learning process. Am I going to still be in crypto? Absolutely. Am I still going to invest probably a little more? I probably will. But I am not going to put everything I have in a cryptocurrency with the hope of it getting me out of debt. What I do put my hope in is that I've created a residual income with the blue sign. It pays me every single month. So no matter what I do, if I do nothing else, I go to bed and I wake up and money is deposited into my account off of work I've done one time. That's true freedom. Now, stock market is the same, but you have to take due diligence, research your companies, check the stock every day. If you're going to buy it, then you buy it, and then you might watch it run up, and you might sell it, and then you have to wait, and then you might buy it when it dips, and it's taking a little time, but that's a heck of a lot better game than following your cryptos. That's just my opinion. Easier, safer, backed, United States government's watching it, which that's a whole nother thing if if you're a conspiracy theory. But the fact is that you have something tangible that you can work with. This is my theory, is that I think people are jumping so hard on the crypto is that they just want hope. They want hope that they can do something and take 10, 20, $30 because they don't have a lot of money and they're watching other people do it and they think, man, I could ride this thing to 20,000 or 50,000 and I can make an extra $200, $300, $400. What if I told you I could teach you how to make an extra $500 a month doing some key stuff and doing something that is with $1 billion company that has been vetted and is getting ready to do something huge as far as a technical launch? And that $500 a month is what people are after because it changes their life. It pays their groceries, it pays their insurance on their car, it makes their car payment, or it could pay for their rent. I mean, $500 a month, I would say virtually, they did a study, I think 60% of Americans do not have $500 a month in their savings account for an emergency. If you go up to people that make over $100,000 a year, the statistic is still like 48 or 52%, somewhere around there, of those people do not have $1,500 in a bank account for savings for an emergency. See, America, we're starving for the opportunity to make a little money, to get a little freedom, to get a little breathing room, and to be free. That's what we're starving for. That's why the crypto world has taken off. And if you ever see me out and about and you have questions, I'd be happy to, share with you my experience so far through the crypto world. I am not an expert by any means. I am not even an expert in the stock market. But I would say in the last 3 to 4 years, I've been teaching myself diligently. Now, I still use investors. I still use, qualified individuals to invest large sums of money for us. But I still do my own stock purchases using Robinhood or E-Trade or TD. I mean, you could use so many different online places, but Robinhood is for the common person that just wants to jump in today. You as an 18, 20, 22, 23-year-old person that wants to learn how to do stocks, you can do it within 10 minutes today. It's that simple. And then there's a learning process, but it is so much better than going the crypto world. And I think I'm now starting to champion this more and more because at 48 years old, I'm looking back at my 20-year-old self, and if I would have just known. But see, 20 years ago, I would have had to go to an investor person and they would have had to do this for me. Now, we have the capability and the technology that we can do it within 10 minutes. So take the time, learn some new stuff. Robinhood's the app I use. There's plenty others. You could use E-Trade, but they charge you for trades, stuff like that. And try something new. But please, if you're going to put anything in the cryptocurrency world, keep it so it doesn't hurt your family. Think of it like gambling. Like if I'm going to go to a casino, I take X amount of dollars and I look at it as my entertainment. And if I lose that, then I'm done. It was the entertainment that I purchased. This is the way I look at crypto world currently. It may pay big down the road, but right now it's an entertainment. It's a hobby. It's an opportunity to possibly make money. But just like today, it was horrible. I woke up to like a big ball of flames blowing up in front of my face and laughing because I was like, yeah, I know today will go on, but I am trying to help save other people. Now, if you're looking for a residual component that people that always talk about, and see, here's my last point, is that anyone that comes to you with an opportunity, my grandfather always told me, never hesitate to look at opportunity. You can always say no, and I don't care what the opportunity is. I mean that. If you look at this opportunity and it doesn't line up with your core values, your core principles, or your passions, then you say no to it. You recognize that it's an opportunity. But we've been pre-programmed that everything's a scam. See, the crypto world, that is, if you're going to look at something with a filter of scamming, and pyramid and all these things that I hear about other things like network marketing companies and stuff like that, network marketing companies have to be vetted by the United States government to be in business in the United States. And for them to operate for 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 years, and you have the audacity to call that a scam, you're the scam. You are uneducated. You sound uneducated and dumb. And I'm going to just say that plainly. Now, same person will come over here to cryptocurrency and say, I'm going to be buying fun tokens for 8 cents. You need to do this. You're going to make a lot of money. And you have no idea where the company is. You have no idea who the ownership is. You have no idea what their goals and hopes for that company are going to be. You can read a dossier of a 1 page on a website that they create in like 10 minutes. And you're willing to invest $200, $300, $500, $600, $1,000, $2,000 to get fun tokens to see if it's going to blow up. Which one's a scam? If you're going to talk about stock market over here, billion-dollar company, having growth, knowing what it's going to do, has ownership, has employees, all that stuff, and you know it goes up and down in the stock market, and you're going to say that's a scam? It doesn't even make sense. I don't even listen. If you're going to buy someone's opinion, you have to buy their lifestyle. Take that nugget with you. And I always look at somebody's lifestyle, and I'm looking at them going, you're broke as a joke, and you have no money, and I think last week you asked me for $20 so you could go get gas in your car. That's the same person that's telling you when you have a dream, a goal, a hope, and you found something and you go to them to show them, and they tell you it's a scam, and you get shut down because of that person's opinion. See, that person's opinion doesn't have to be your reality. That person's opinion ran over here and is doing crypto, and he goes, man, I just made $300 over here. Yeah, that $300, just like happened to me this morning, is gone. So, peeps, I'm just telling you right up front, you know, there's different ways to look at stuff. That's my experience with crypto world right now, and that's about all I got. If you've watched the video this far, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to get this off my chest because I just got another message this morning about, hey, what do you think of this crypto stuff? That's what I think about the crypto stuff. So get a side hustle. Yes, you have to do your job, your normal job, but get the side hustle, find a passion that you want to do, find a goal that you want to achieve, and run it through a filter to see if it's going to meet the criteria that it lines up with those core values and principles and passions that you have, and see if it's a legitimate company. That's my personal opinion. Other than that, you can take your gambling money and throw it in the crypto world and see what happens from there. God bless, guys. That's all I got to say about this matter. And I know I get a lot of questions, so I'm going to post this video. And you guys, if you have any further questions, comment below. I'd be happy to answer it. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe. I just got notified that I got to get over 1,000 subscribers so I can continue doing what I want to do. So hit the subscribe button. So thanks, guys. God bless. Talk to you later.